One of the most common limiting beliefs that is keeping people stuck is not investing in yourself. People are so afraid of investing money on their personal growth, on their health, on their diet, on their spirituality. It blows my mind. But at the same time, I totally understand because I used to be that person. Before I started actually putting money on my health and well being and spiritual growth, I was stuck. I kept on going at the same thing, wondering why does nothing change? Until I realized that there's so much value in you paying money to someone else to help you out. There's a lot of different levels to this, but one of the most powerful thing about this is that when you invest money in yourself, in a course, in a coach, in a mentor, in a group coaching program, whatever it is, you feel, wow, now I'm gonna take action. It lights a fire on the inside. The more money you put on something, the more value that thing gives you. This is the reason why YouTube videos usually don't actually transform people. There's a lot of value, there's a lot of great knowledge, and you would think that everyone would just be their highest self and their dream version already because there's so much free content. The problem is that when you have free content or free coaches or free guiding or free mentors, there's no accountability. There's no real reason why to take action. But if you spend all your savings into coaching and you're like, wow, now I'm doing this, and you have a totally different motivation to actually do things and to step out of your comfort zone because, oh shit, I already put so much money into this, I can't not do it. You see what I mean here? And for me, it's been the same until I actually started to invest bigger sums of money into my growth. It was just baby steps. The minute I decided that I sign up for a $3,600 coaching, I'm like, wow, now the identity starts to build. Now I can say, oh, I'm serious about this. And I think this is a side of money that many don't talk about. And I think there's so much fear in people when it comes to investing in yourself, because I think the biggest problem is the self-belief. You don't want to buy a coaching or a course or some kind of program because you don't believe that it works for you. The more money it costs, the more belief in yourself you will have. Of course, there are scammers, there are things that aren't aligned with actually helping, and of course you need to research and do that. But if you see someone who have good testimonials and you can see that they genuinely want to help, that's the best shortcut there is. And yes, you still have to do the work, you still have to put in hours, you still have to put in effort, but every time you hit some kind of wall, you hit some kind of block, you know where to go for answers, you know who to ask, you know what support you get. And I just made a video about fortitude, and that's basically the power of community. If you have people on your team, if you have people in your corner, you will be much stronger. You will have inner strength to actually pull off those things, because our growth is always outside our comfort zone. We don't grow by watching Netflix or YouTube and eating candy and just having fun. It's not where growth happened. It's not like your muscles will grow when you just sit and you don't go and work out. It doesn't work that way. You have to be willing to put in the effort and go outside the comfort zone. But when you have some support, especially coaches who are on your team, they know what you strive to do, they know your issues, they know your problem, they can lift you up. And the reason why it's so effective and especially when there's a bigger sum of money, is that there's a sense of trust. The more money, the more trust. And the more trust and the more safety, the better the transformation. Because think about it, what do we need to transform? We need a safe space, and we need the permission slip to actually do that. It's the same when you fall in love. It's not like you fall in love with the other person. And this is a brilliant thing that I heard the other day. You fall in love with the version you let yourself be when you are with the other person. And that changes the game, because you realize, like, wow, life is an internal game. And when you start seeing it from this way, you're like, wow, I should invest everything in myself. All the money I have, I should invest in myself. And another point here is that how much do you invest in your ill-being? You invest in alcohol, drugs, gossip, you watch TV series, you spend time that just, after you've done that thing, you're just like, yeah, I just wasted another hour. And I honestly think this is a global problem. This is a bigger problem than the individual, and only those who are brave enough to actually go against this global narrative that you shouldn't invest in yourself, it's selfish. Those are the people who actually get ahead. Those are the people who succeed in life by building a business, by building your dream reality, by going after the things that you feel on the inside that, wow, that's where I want to be. I have a longing for that thing. And sometimes coaches and mentors and people in your community can help you clarify what you want. It's this saying, it's easier to see the label when you're outside the bottle. That's all the other people. They might see like, wow, you have this amazing trait. Maybe you should pursue this. And then you try that thing and you realize like, wow, this actually suits me really well. So this simple mind shift that you are worthy and that it's actually the best thing you can do for your life and the people around you is to start investing in yourself. And I think now is the perfect time to promote my coaching, apply. If you don't want that, I totally understand. The point with this video is that when you start investing in yourself, even just buying higher quality food, taking time to meditate, doing things that even are free, if you just invest time in yourself, that's an amazing start. And when you have more money, when you have something extra, please go for it. Do the brave thing that you doubt and you're like, yeah, I don't know if this is good. When you put money on yourself the first time, you will realize that, wow, that really made the big difference, because that's what happened to me. I know from fact, if you don't invest money, time and energy on your growth, on yourself, you will suffer, your family will suffer, everyone will suffer. The only way to actually get ahead and actually improve the world by improving yourself is when you start investing. It's not so much about owning houses and having extra money in your bank account. If you don't feel like you have a purpose, if you don't feel like you are doing something meaningful with your life, the only way to find that is by going inside, dig deep, and then start talking to people about it. Reach out to people, find people with similar interests. That's a huge part, the community, the fortitude. We are not supposed to do things alone. That's a total limiting belief, and it's this biggest scam ever. People say that you need to go to school and you need to do all this, but then you don't invest in yourself? Forget about that. Forget about grit and willpower. Invest in finding a community. Invest in actually surrounding yourself with people who have similar aspirations and dreams, and you will realize in a few years that, wow, you changed your life completely. That's what I want to see. I actually want to see you win. If you join my coaching, I'm not gonna try to keep you as my client. My purpose is to actually get you out of being my client, that you don't need me anymore, that you can stand on your own feet, you find your own community, you find your thing. That's the purpose. That's how we actually make this world stronger. Not by hooking clients and keeping them for as long as possible, but actually focusing on transformation that will help people to actually be their best version of themselves, because that way they will want to start to help other people, and then suddenly everybody has helped everybody, and we live in this world that a lot of people think is utopian. I totally believe it's possible. It just starts with you investing in yourself. That's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name is Mitz, your future purpose, here to help you find more fulfillment in life. See you.